Okay, after all the times of using this phone, I have finally learned that when you make a video and it's long, like long, then it is like a video, but it's two videos or more than two videos. And you just wait till that portion of that video is over, and then you just publish that section of the video, and then wait till the next section and publish it. I never learned that, and now I finally learned it. Today, February 19th, there's several things going on. Today is Sarah Moulton's birthday. Sarah Moulton is a chef on PBS. She has a cooking show called Sarah's Weeknight Meals, where she shows you how to prepare simple weeknight meals, that you can do. It's on PBS. It is her birthday. You can check it out. I've actually tried a couple of those, she has an egg roll recipe where she was trying to do try to see what is quicker to get takeout cuisine or to make it homemade. So she was racing a bunch of people. She was showing her audience how to make homemade egg rolls. Then these other people who work with her on her show were going out and they were buying a takeout. They were buying Chinese food, okay? So it was a race, and obviously Sarah Moulton won that race. And she also had a recipe for delicious pork, Hungarian pork dish, also with what do you call it? Spetzel and green beans. So anyway, so she does have that cooking show. There is I'm going to be doing these assignments where there's going to be videos that you're going to be watching, and you literally go on there and you watch the video to get points and to turn it in. But in order for you to get points for that assignment, you need to watch that video. So there is a video of her cooking show where she's giving, I'll wash my hands after this, tips. She's a full episode of Sarah's Weeknight Meals, where she's walking through how to do, how to prepare these certain recipes that she's making. So that is on there as something for you to do to get points for, which will be due actually a couple days from now on the 20 on February 21st. I want to make it clear, watching that video, watching those videos, watching that one Sarah Moulton Weeknight Meals episode thing is, by February 21st at 11:59, you should have completed that, okay? So that's really important that you know that. Alright? Now, Sarah Moulton, that is one of the announcements. I'm sort of repeating information from last week's announcements. Frozen 2. So with this, what I really see with this, honestly, is I'm thinking of a song from Frozen 2. It's called The Next Right Thing. And, it's such a gorgeous song with such a beautiful message about doing the next right thing and taking the next right step when, you can't go on and do anything else, and you are hopeless, and yeah, so it's really profound. and I think there's something to be said. You know, I have nostalgia for watching Frozen 2 and hearing that song at this time of year in 2020, which harkened me back to November 22nd, 23rd of 2019 when I saw Frozen 2, the movie at the theater. And so, listen to that song. You know, there's an Edpuzzle where you're just going to listen to that song, watch that video, and then there's a question over, you know, what does this song mean? What is the message of it? You know, from how did you like the song? What is your experience? How did it make you feel? What did it remind you of, or what came to mind?
And it's now 11:15.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What came to mind after hearing that song? So there's a question that I wrote out for you to watch over, you know, reflecting over that song at that Edpuzzle, which will be due the 28th of February. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff due the 28th. That is due February 28th. That one Edpuzzle. This is super important. Please be listening and take note of this. This is on video for you to watch. That one Edpuzzle is due February 28th, 11:59 p.m. That's month. There is also a video on my page, another video, a little video assignment, not on Edpuzzle, but on my page for you to watch, and it's based off of a couple Japanese songs, because I see Japan and traditions, scenery, customs of Japan, you know, at this time of year. Okay, so they're choral songs. They're really beautiful songs. They're you know, they're really gorgeous songs. Okay, and I do. So fun to my voice. I'm so sorry. I do want you to watch those videos. Now, how many of you have access to Edpuzzle? How many of you have access? Several people, not all of you. I'm going to have Susan prepare a video for all of you to get access to them. Unless she hasn't already. No, I don't think she has. So, I think you should have already gotten access to that. So there is a video that she created, that Susan created on how to get access to Edpuzzle. So for those of you who have not gotten access to that yet and have not gotten signed into that yet, you know, go with the program, because there's assignments there that you need to complete there. Okay, so hopefully not one of them is overdue. I'm not gonna reiterate what those are. I think there's one about, like, we were watching like a Fosse dance or something. But yeah, if you haven't done that yet, get on your computer, go to Edpuzzle, watch that video, follow the instructions, and get on there and get signed into it, and then do those assignments. Okay, so that's what I'm going to say for that. Just a little shout out that this spring Mars will go into Leo, and there's going to be a whole meeting and a whole thing that we're going to do for actually the song for spring over the hero, because it's going to be about the hero, and we're going to be talking about the hero archetype and talking about what it means to be hero, co-hero, stuff. Okay, so we'll get to that. In the hero archetype and things like that. It's also an invitation to do what makes your heart sing, listen to music, meditate, journal. All these things are good to do, but just in general, especially because the new moon in Pisces will be tomorrow. It also is the cusp of sensitivity, so there is a little, another, and actually, there's a video you can watch. It's genuinely divine on cusp of sensitivity, which is the cusp of Aquarius and Pisces, because we're moving out of this detached, analytical, humanitarian, intellectual Aquarius, and we're moving into the spiritual, emotional, mystical sign of Pisces today. Okay, so it starts today. So we're in between the two signs. We're at that cusp right now. Okay, so we're on the cusp. It doesn't officially end until I would say about the 22nd of the month. Okay, so the so February. I'm sorry for my voice. February 22nd is when it officially ends. Okay, so that cusp of sensitivity officially ends on February 22nd. Yeah, moving on. February 20th, new moon. When there are new moons, full moons, and eclipses, I will not be having any Amenten meetings. There's a day for you to celebrate, go home, do whatever you want to do, work on stuff, spend time with family, nothing going on that day. February 21st. February 21st is Lidia Bastianich's birthday. Lidia Bastianich is a chef on PBS. She has a cooking show called, she has actually a couple cooking shows. One of them is called Lydia's Italy, and then another one is called Lydia's Kitchen. Lydia's Kitchen is the new one where she's in a set. Lydia's Italy is when she's in her home kitchen. Either way, she, like me, I'm a Northern Italian. She's a Northern Italian. I have Northern Italian heritage and quite a lot in my family, actually. So she makes recipes. Northern Italian, you're thinking polenta, you're thinking, rich stuff like that. She makes recipes, she makes dishes. She does, it's a cooking show. She shows how to create authentic Italian food that you can create, simple Italian food. That you can do fresh, Italian food. It's an Italian cooking show. So let's see what I have for this. So it'll be another video where you will watch. So there'll be 2 cooking shows. Both of them due. When will they be due? I forget now. So you can go back and watch this video again. Okay, because I literally forgot when this is due. Okay. So when that Sarah Moulton video is due, that video watching is due, the Lidia Bastianich cooking show video is due. Okay, so both of those assignments are due. Okay, on the same day. And you'll like Lidia Bastianich. So that is her birthday. And I do want to pay homage to her in that way. Also, I will be putting on a Pisces Clubis meeting. For any of you interested in coming to the Pisces Clubis, it will be at a different time than usual. It will be at 7 o'clock p.m. at my Amenten. So, if any of you are interested in that, then that's going to be going on. I'm going to be talking about the themes of Pisces. I may not get into the book, since I'm going to plan upon getting that Kindle edition of the book. And for all of you, I'm going to clone that Kindle. You can get yourself a Kindle of that book. Now, for these Clubises, again, I say it so much of the time, while it's not required reading, I highly recommend that you read the reading prior to coming to the Clubis meeting so that you can get more out of the meeting, okay, so that you're prepared. So I will be talking about Pisces, the traits, the qualities of the sign, what the season's about, what the time of year is about, what Pisces is about. So that's going to be at 7 p.m. at my Amenten. Yeah, so, yeah, so, did I say when that, okay, either way, it'll get figured out. Actually, that Sarah Moulton activity, that Sarah Moulton video, I'm going to have that due on the 24th. So, watching that Sarah Moulton video, number one. Number two, the Lidia Bastianich cooking show. Both of those are due February 24th at 11:59 p.m. Okay, so I just want to change that. So, keep that in mind. You can always refer back to this video. February 22nd, moving right along, okay? This is Soul Health Day. I call this because of, there was a dance mom, her name is Yolanda Walmsley, and I see the healthy custom. I see the healthy custom in her. Totally random. That's a whole nother rant I don't want to go on about. But I have chosen this day to be a soul health day. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be writing about a healthy, spiritual. Actually, I'm just forget it. Just move on. Forget what's going to be happening the 22nd. Okay. Just forget it. However, that big Pisces project, that big spiritual practice project, because Saturn's moving into Pisces. Saturn asks you to get serious about spirituality. Questions to consider about that activity, about the Pisces spiritual practice project. It says, write about a spiritual practice, research it, and put a document with a picture in words. It'll be more than that. Well, this is actually what you're doing, because you're putting pictures, or a picture, or pictures. You can choose either of which is fine, one picture or more pictures. So it'll be a document where you're putting a picture or multiple pictures in that document, and then you're answering these questions. Now, these are your questions to consider. What is the spiritual practice that you're doing? What is it that you're doing, number one? Number two, how do you do it? Okay? What are the ways for you to do it? Okay? What are the ways for you to practice that? Whatever that practice may be. Okay? Okay, again, just, yeah, I'm aware this meeting is long. Yeah, I'm aware, but just bear with me here. So, again, what is your spiritual practice? Number one. That's the first question, big question you need to consider. The second question that you need to consider. Listen to me close. How do you do it, and what are the ways for you to do it? What are the ways for you to do that? How you do it? In what setting can you do it? What are the different types of meditation or whatever, okay? How would you approach this spiritual practice, basically? Like, when you're journaling, do you dump all your mental thoughts and feelings out and then talk about something positive or, manifest or whatever. Like, how do you do it? How is it cleansing or healthy to you? How is it helpful to you? How does it better you? Or how did it better you? How did it better you? And what have you gained? And how have you, in a way, evolved through the process of doing that spiritual practice? Okay, and make it a diligent schedule of what you're doing. Okay, this is due on March 20th at 11:59 p.m. Okay, wait. March 19th. March 19th at 11:59 p.m. This is due. This spiritual practice assignment. That whole spiritual trajectory thing. Saturn and Pisces. That the two things kind of go together. In a way. So just don't worry about that. I don't know. Point is, that spiritual practice activity, which is your big project for Pisces season, is due March 19th at 11:59 p.m. I hope I made that clear with all of you. February 23rd, an Amenten meeting where I'm going to be talking about Pisces as a mutable sign, talking about how Pisces is a mutable sign. Mutable is the element of change, flexibility, adaptability, flow, and that'll be an Amenten meeting. I will go over research information, show videos, all those kind of things. I'll have stuff to talk about. That Amenten meeting, February 23rd, will be in the evening at 7:00 p.m. on that evening on February 23rd. So remember that. Okay, moving right along the line. So we're going to be looking at how Pisces is changeable and flexible and adaptable. In terms of especially the symbol of Pisces. Now, anyway.
We can't come in here because you're going on.
Okay, now. So, okay, so, now, with this, I'll talk about that and how that's going to look. Okay, now, February 24th. Okay, now, this particular day, this is still going, and I will be deleting these videos after I publish them. This is going to be the birthday of, he's actually, a famous YouTuber that we'll look at. His name is, Daniel Thrasher. He does really creative, videos. And so there will be a meeting for that. We'll be talking about him, and I'll show you those videos, and so that you can see how he does it, and see sort of creative kind of Piscean ways, because it is about the imagination and creativity, and does relate to film and as a sign, because Pisces is linked to film and all those things. So that'll be an Amenten meeting. That will be, I'm going to have it be at 1:30 in the afternoon. So 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon on February 24th is that meeting. So I'm going to write it down for all of you at 1:30 p.m. That is when that meeting is going to be. And then the meeting on February 23rd is going to be on at 7:00 p.m. Okay, so the February 23rd meeting on the Pisces is a mutable sign is at 7 p.m. The February 24th meeting about this YouTuber is at 1:30 p.m. on February 24th. Now, moving right along. We're almost done. February. Okay, so now the 25th is the birthday of a person who makes YouTube videos about spirituality. She is an author, a spiritual teacher. She does videos. A lot of what she talks about is about boundaries. So what'll end up happening is there'll be a video that you will be watching, and then you'll just write about that video and what you've watched about it from her channel. Any video that she has made, especially if it is in regards to boundaries. So I'll have a playlist that I will make about her videos. I will, because so many of them are kind of about like spiritual coaches and those kind of tips. I'm not into that. So I will go through her channel, and I will be making a playlist of videos from her channel, and you can choose one of those videos to watch. When you do that, then it is, so, there's actually going to be several different things due on the 28th. So, first of all, the global humanitarian issue assignment, that is due the 28th. That's one of the things due. Now, please go back, I'm sure there was something else due. There's a lot going on. So you have a couple of questions to consider with this writing. So write about one of her videos. So what is the video title? So this is in a Google document. Actually, it's an email that you're going to send to me. So you're going to put the link to the video that you watched from Nancy's Levin channel, and then you're going to answer these questions. What is the video title? What is it about? What is the video about? What is the topic of the video? What does it entail? What is it about? How is it valuable? How is it valuable? What did you learn from that video that you wouldn't otherwise have learned had you not watched that video? Did it inspire you? Is another question. Will you do anything differently after watching it? What does it inspire you or motivate you or empower you to want to do? And how did it move you? What did it did it make you think about anything? Did it make you see something differently? And did you like the video? And did you like the video? And would you recommend it to other people? Okay, now, so those are your questions. I'm not going to go through them again. So, final thing. The 26th, we have to acknowledge the birthday of Johnny Cash, who is a famous singer, and it really goes back to when I was little. I used to watch him when I was little, but I don't think I was too into the music.
Wrap it up.
I think I might have been into just his appearance when he was presenting his singing on stage or whatever. So he is a famous country singer. His birthday is February 26th, or was, and so there is a kind of, there's going to be an Edpuzzle where you have an option. There's going to be multiple Edpuzzles, and you only need to choose one song to watch, and then after you're done watching that song or listening to that song based off of it's a music video or another type of song, then you're going to just talk about, again, with the Next Right Thing song. Okay, so what was the message of the song? What was the song about? Did you like the song? What did you enjoy about the song? So those Edpuzzles. Okay, I'm gonna make this way less confusing for people. So I'm going to say this much. By the 27th of February, all those Edpuzzles, I'm going to be generous, by March 4th, okay, this is final, everybody. February 24th. Oh, good grief. Okay. I've just okay. Here, just okay. I've explained this to you guys, and I am not going to repeat the same information I just spent all that time and energy to get. Okay, I may forget something, but you have got to take the initiative and go back and watch it. I'm not going to repeat that information again. Okay, I've given it. I'm confused, but I've given the information, and you need to be attentive to what I'm saying and when things are due. Because I'm not going to go back and repeat that again, because I can't remember what I just said. So this is on video for you to watch, and there's a reason for that. So it's whether or not you want to be responsible enough for that. So, so the Johnny Cash song, yeah. So, really, paying homage. Because the other thing I'll say, his music is, emotional, a little philosophical, especially his last song, which he did, I like to think it was, which is Hurt, which is one of the songs that you have an option for watching. And it's basically about just his life.